Hey guys, Hooked to Clash here, and have a look at the Legends League leaderboard. This is at reset. This is live right now at reset. I am 153rd in the world, and you guys know me very well. It's not because of my offense. I've got an insane base link for you guys today. We're going to go through some replays of the base, including some of the top 50 players in the world who I held to 1-star attacks. Now, admittedly, I did not build this base. However, I have made edits to this base, edited the traps, and they have made a huge difference in helping me get some defenses. So we'll have a look at our log right now. I've run this base for 2 days. Unfortunately, the log did just reset, but today I was negative 230, and yesterday, or the previous day, I was negative 216, and in that time I've put up pretty solid offense, and that's really rocketed me up the leaderboard. So let's get into the first replay here. I'm sure you can all recognize the name that stands out, aside from Gaku, who just wrecked my base, because that's Gaku. The name who stands out the most here, and this is AS the Moon, obviously a pro player, very good at Clash of Clans, coming in with his signature Inferno Rider army. Now, he's very good with this, but something went wrong with this attack. Let's see what he does. So he starts with an Inferno Drake down the bottom. Essentially, he's using this down there to try and funnel his King and Queen inside the base. Look at this, by the way. He uses a log launcher with this attack to funnel part of his army here. Now, you'll see he pops it early here, and that's so he doesn't lure the CC, because my CC range falls just short. And if the log launcher got in range, would have pulled my Hound. Anyways, got the King and Queen funneling through the bottom, and then the Inferno Rider army at the top. But look what happens here. The Dragon Riders go to the core, because they're following the defenses, leaving all of the storages at the top, and he gets a really unfortunate split here. And as you can see, my defensive champ is absolutely teeing off on the Dragon Riders with the double scatter and the single. And look at them. They're all down. All of his Dragon Riders are down. He has a few Inferno Drakes, but they're about to get wrecked. The King goes inside the base, but he's unable to get to the Town Hall. He does try and get the King to get the Town Hall, but it's not enough. He still has got the Queen ability and a Rage spell, but he uses the Rage on the champ there, which isn't going to work out in the end. The Warden eats a Seeking Air Mine. It does get really close, and he was a little unlucky in this, but it was never going to be enough. The Town Hall has plenty of health left, and I just held a 1-star against one of the top pushers in the world. This guy is number 51 at the moment. He was higher yesterday until he ran into my base. Let's get into another attack replay. Okay, this is Rocky here. As you can see, coming in with Queen Charge Lalo. Now, Rocky here, it was in the top 100 at reset on the previous day. I don't know his reset today, to be honest, but when he hit me, he was a top 100 player. So, you kind of expect those players to just triple every base they go at. Particularly Queen Charge attacks on this base. I'll be honest with you guys, Queen Charge attacks on this base generally go very well. However, Rocky made the wrong play here. If you do want to Queen Charge this base, I know I'm not meant to be showing how to beat the base, but in case you all run into it, I want to help you as well. Queen Charge 12 o'clock, and then try and get another wall break here. Use the King probably for one of these compartments, the one that the Queen doesn't go for. And as long as you get the wall break into the core, whichever way your Queen goes in here, Lalo, Dragon Rider, well, not hybrid, but Lalo or Dragon Rider the other way. Or Hydra. I've seen Queen Charge Hydra, but don't Queen Charge like this, because you're going to see this goes very poorly. Now, Queen has to deal with the CC whilst in range of the Warden, which is your worst nightmare. King and RC in from the top, but unfortunately this King's not going to do a lot here. Look, he runs around the mini ring we've got there, and the defending King here, actually goes after the RC, which is really unfortunate. He pops a freeze, and there's a headhunter in there as well, but his champ takes so much damage, and honestly, the King and Queen there, the King and Royal Champ there did not get that much value. Now, as you can see, the Queen is still just going along, but look, she's not going to target this air defense here. Unfortunately, that wall break came in slightly too early. The Queen goes for the Eagle, and he is losing healers, and so many of them. He's still gotten good value from this charge, though. Unfortunately, You would have got the same value if you did my queen charge minus using the champ, but still, it's not looking horrible. So let's see what happens with the Lalo here. Unfortunately, he's Laloing from the side of the base where my tornado trap is. So the Hound unfortunately dies really early. It did okay tanking, but not perfect. The Queen, because she popped her ability before, will die to the single Inferno. Here comes the Blimp, and as you can see, it runs into the Nado. Everything's getting pulled around. They're all dying. The scattershot shooting. He had to use so many freezes on his King and his Royal Champ that unfortunately the Town Hall just doesn't quite go down. The Builder Huts might have saved that one, to be honest. I don't know if he would have got it should the Builder Huts not be healing, but it does work there. And this base comes in with a big hold, holding a Queen Charge Lalo to a 1-star, particularly a top 100 attacker. You couldn't ask for anything more. Okay, this is another sort of air spam attack, whatever you want to call it, but this has got the Blizzard variety with it. This is one of the tougher attacks to stop. Air spam's pretty OP, but if you accompany it with a Blizzard, it spells trouble. But this Town Hall, I have mega baited from as many angles as possible, and Udai is going to understand what that sentiment means when he sends his Blimp into the base here. So uses a Hound and a Blimp from the left. Looks pretty safe, but looks can be deceiving. Look at that. He wanted to get that into the core for sure. Yes, the bomb tower was there, but it would have landed far enough from it that the Super Wizard should have been fine. And as you can see here, look, he's not getting bad value, but he's just not getting great value from this Blizzard. So anytime you can bait a Blizzard like that is really, really good news. Now, the other way you could Blizzard this base, because obviously you don't really want to come from the bottom because of these two bomb towers. I was thinking people would do a back-end Blizzard. By back-end means like they kind of spam their drags up here and then send the Blimp with a Warden ability and land it here. But there is so many giant bombs here, and there is the tornado trap in there as well that we've seen. Look, I've baited it as best I can, but that's probably your best bet, honestly. Anyways, because he didn't get the Town Hall here, he's got to go straight into the Town Hall, which is really unfortunate for this army, particularly with this sweeper covering the Town Hall, but also pushing the drags kind of back onto the Town Hall, not letting them get out of range. The RC doesn't quite take out a dragon, but at least she's doing some damage. Keeps freezing the Town Hall, which is a good play. Unfortunately, that last freeze probably wasn't really needed, just because he was going to ward in anyway, but still not too bad. But look at this tornado. It is holding all the troops inside the poison. The Eagle is hitting as well. The Eagle's not going to get too much more off. Wait, no. Sam Piers. Air bows all on the Dragon Riders. And unfortunately, this last Dragon Rider does come back and it will get the Eagle, but the Eagle's done its job now. We still got air bows coming out. The King has lured the Hound out of the CC. It's carnage everywhere. And as you can see, there is not too many troops left. He does have the Queen and RC ability, but the Warden is locked onto the Royal Champion while she's dealing with the Hound. So really, her day is over. That's a pretty rough go for her. Airbow's doing work in the core. And yeah, this base just holds up really well against those air spam, which is most of your Legend League attacks. Honestly, 50% of my defenses are a form of air spam. Not like E-Drags or anything, just like army comps with Inferno Dragons, Dragon Riders, and Dragons. With any of those three troops, you see about 50% of your defenses of that. So if you have a base like this one that does really well against those armies, you'll be able to fly up the leaderboard if you have good offense. Okay, this is going to be the final replay I'm going to show you guys of the base today. Yet again, another air spam. I'm sure a few of you will be in the comments like, well, Hooked, how do we know if it does well versus P.E.K.K.A. Smash? How do we know if it does well versus Queen Charge Dragon Rider or other compositions that we're not seeing today? I'm going to be honest with you. Queen Charge attacks and P.E.K.K.A. Smash destroy this base. P.E.K.K.A. Smash in particular will love this base. So if you're running P.E.K.K.A. Smash and you run into this base, good for you. But I'm going to tell you, Legends is about playing the odds. And as we said at the end of the last attack, Legends League at the moment is air spam. So you've just got to defend that. And this is another angle on the base that I actually didn't see coming. So I didn't bait the traps for this, but it actually held surprisingly well. As you can see, all the troops are drawn towards the town hall because of these air heroes. It pulls all the dragons straight into the town hall poison and the NATO. My RC is doing so much work at the moment. The eagle won't go down. And the king and queen, unfortunately, funnel up to the top and pull the hound again. I recommend a hound on this base just because of how easy it is to pull this CC with flanking heroes. I think you can get away with a hound. Obviously, we saw on AS the Moon's hit that you won't always pull the hound, but the sheer threat of it there is what caused him to pop the log launcher early. RC is doing her best at the top, but the attacks well and truly died off at this point. So yeah, I was not prepared for this angle, but it was a nice little surprise. Now, in terms of this video, I'm going to give you the base link for this exact version of the base. So this one I've shown you today. But I have actually made edits to the base that I think make it even better than it currently is. I just haven't tested them out yet. I have not run the base, so I'm going to give you down in the description below, I'm going to give you 2 links. The first one will be this exact link with all the traps the same, all the air bows and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to give you the second link, which I'm going to start running in Legends as of today. And you guys can decide which one you want. Do you want the updated version that I think is better? And it's also less common because this base is going to get very common very quickly as lots of people are struggling with it. Or do you want the old, the one that's tried and tested and that works? Ultimately up to you. I hope you guys enjoy the options. We'll have one quick look at the base because I actually want to talk to you all about trap placement quickly. Maybe teach you a thing or two about base building and then that will be it. Okay, so here is the base. You can see all the traps. Yes, I'm revealing all my traps, but I'm just going to explain to you guys a few things about baiting your base. So obviously around the town hall, as you can see, because I'm worried about a blizzard, we've got plenty of giant bombs there, spring traps, air skellies. That much is pretty self-explanatory. Mini bombs as well. But what is really misunderstood is the tornado trap, red bombs, and seeking air mines. Now, if someone hits this with air spam, I was pretty confident. We'll zoom out a little bit. I was pretty confident it was either going to be in like this way or this way. We saw AS the Moon come in from this way. We also saw someone come in this way, but I can confirm that most of the hits have been from these top 2 sides. So, if you're air spamming like that, you don't want any seeking air mines at the top of the base because A, the balloons will pick up the seeking air mines, and B, the Warden ability will negate the seeking air mines. So what you do, as you can see, aside from this one red bomb up here, which is more for Lalo than anything, just on the off chance I get hit by Lalo, I have no traps up the top. And that is because I want the traps to hit in the core of the base. As you can see, we've got air defenses here, here, and then 4 air bows, because we're trying to stop air with this base, right here. And these should all, whichever angle you come in from, these should all pick off the loons really quickly. And then we'll get rid of everything. Then as you can see, I've got a red bomb here, 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 and here. They're all around the eagle, and as the loons funnel in onto these air bows and eventually the eagle, they will get hit by all of those red bombs and they will die really quickly. So all the red bombs go off first. And then as you can see, I'll put crosses through these. There's a seeking air mine there, there, and I believe there's just one rogue one down on the bottom in case something crazy happens. And then one here for the tornado trap blimp. But, oh, sorry, and I missed one there. But these SAMs are deeper in the base, and these are to hit the Dragon Riders, the Dragons, and the Inferno Drags. I've got these pairs together to stop the blizzards or the blimps that you guys actually saw in one of the raids today. But most of them are just spread out. And I have a lot of them. As you can see, this Seeking Air Mine right here, if a balloon's on top of those air bows, it will not be pulled. But as soon as those loon dies and the dragons get further into the base, they will die. So I won't over-explain it too much. But that's the theory there. You have the red bombs come up first to take out the balloons because they're very susceptible to red bombs. Then you have the Seeking Air Mines hit the more tanky units so you can make use of the 2400 damage that you get from those max Seeking Air Mines. And the last thing, the tornado, just going to remind you all in case you don't know, it spins in an anti-clockwise direction like that. So if you've got a tornado trap here and you're worried about a blimp coming that way, there's no point having it here, because all the tornado trap's going to do is pull the troops eventually onto the town hall. But if you have it so that someone blimps like this, it's going to pull them away from the town hall and they'll kind of finish up over here-ish. So generally, just have the tornado trap so that it's pulling the troops away from the town hall, and that way balloons can't drop their bombs on the town hall, Yetis can't touch the town hall, and you're more likely to have blimps fail. Anyways, that's it from me today. We'll have one last zoom out at the base. If you want this base link, this will be the first one in the comments. If you want it the updated and edited version that I'm running today, and maybe we'll have success, who knows. I'll keep you guys posted, not only in my Discord server, but also the comments below. And maybe the description if I can. If you want the edited base, that will be the second link in the description. I hope you guys bared with me and enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned a thing or two. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. And would you like to see a base building video at some point? Because I can go into more detail about all of this. But yeah, that's it from me. If you like this sort of content, like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully, I see you soon.